Hello everyone, this is Officer Jefe back with This is the Police. And first of all, just wanted to give a big shout out to everyone who came out and supported the charity stream on Thursday and Friday. It was awesome, so much fun to have you guys come, hang out, just spam the chat with your memes, with your emotes. Yeah, just lots of fun all around, and a big thank you to everyone who donated to help feed the hungry during this pandemic. So let's get back into This is the Police. We're on day 11. I think day 10 didn't go too well. We got a lot of criminals who got away. Rogers is responsible for Freeburg PD breakdown. Who's Rogers? But you know, today's a new day. Hopefully it goes well. I think we're about to finish some investigation. Birch, yeah, sure, you can go home. It's all good. The grandfather, oh no. Can you go get the drugs today? Yeah, sure, Stovall. But I want you to come in tomorrow. I mean, we still got some good officers here. We'll be fine. My favorite part of the game. Time to get some music. Where's the jazz again? Let's see the catalog. Oh wait, the catalog's where we can order new music. Alright, we got all this music. This is all coming soon. Alright, never mind. I thought there was a way I could just like go through them. Oh, here we go. Temptation Blues. This train. Got the Beethoven. The Ragtime. Singing them. This sounds good. This still gets me every time. I love it. Alright, oh yeah, we need to finish up our investigation. We'll send him. We'll send two good dudes, Robbins and Birch Jr. Should be fine enough to complete this arson. City Hall. Damn. Didn't scratch their back well enough. Someone's trespassing on a farm? Oh, and they set fire. They're trying to gain entry to the house. Powers. You send some good guys to take care of this. Sounds dangerous. Alright, hopefully our investigation goes well. Nice. Good job, everybody. Man, you get a plus 100 as the lead investigator? That's amazing. So I was thinking, I've been making it, alright, I'll finish that thought after we finish up this trespassing. Front door's been broken in. This sounds hella shady. Dude, let's just yell at them. Come out with your hands up. There we go. Nice. So, even though this is similar to XCOM, the nice thing is that, you know, if your officers leave or they die, you have a whole, you know, group of a labor market of new officers. What? I did not see this detective before. Debbie Flagella. I hope we can hire her. And you know they're not as great as some of your highest class officers, but you know, they're better than some of your lowest class officers, so it's not that bad. Let's see. Yeah. Take care of the hero. That's right, he has to live till July 27th. Today's the 24th? Alright, he'll be fine. Alright, we gotta go to the mall. Oh man. It'll be fine. Some guy's just hiding some liquor under his coat. It's all good. Yeah, man, this music is my jam. Christopher Sands, one of our new guys, tried to rape our... Oh my god. That's horrible. Yeah, he needs to talk to a police officer face to face. You know what? We'll send some Maddie. He's a good guy. He'll take care of it. What can we do here? Threaten some people? Alright. It'll be interesting when we have to use all this stuff. I don't think I'm that corrupt. Alright, good job. Sand? City center at 6:39. $1,000? Alright, well it better not be something super violent. That'd be pretty bad. I wish there was a way to see, like, a meter showing how well people like you. Assault with a deadly weapon? That doesn't sound good. She saw a skinhead attacking a dark-skinned valet, saying, "I'll beat you till you're dead, freak." Whoa. That's not cool. Send these officers out. Keep a couple back, just in case. The music's so lighthearted, considering all this horrible stuff that's going on. It's great. Just a chill day. Attempted murder. Oh, saw him shot. That's pretty bad. Send the crew. Uh-oh. We don't have any more people. Sorry. You guys gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, see? You guys had it under control. Don't say you didn't, needed some more backup. You're all fine. Just jamming along. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Man was placed on a stretcher and another shot rings out. Shots are clearly coming from one of the skyscrapers. Well, we sent 4 people. I don't think we should rush to one or the other. We'll observe the area. Caught him. I mean, I don't know about civilians unharmed. That one guy who got shot may not agree with us about that, but... Oh, wait, what? Oh! I forgot about that. Sorry. See, I need something to remind me about that thing at 8:39. 8-year-old Kevin, unknown persons. You know what? We'll send some officers. We don't want we don't want Home Alone going on. Dude, those 2 criminals, what were their name? Joe Pesci and what's the other actor's name? I'm forgetting it, but those guys would have been straight up murdered. Civilians unharmed. No, those guys would be Dunzo from Kevin from Home Alone. It's more. Oh no. How intense can it be? Alright, we'll send some people in. It's interesting that they make you stay so much later. I feel like the earlier missions ended, you know, only after 8 in-game hours. Alright. Just clicking around. I mean, but $1,000, that's not that much. Attempted robbery, yeah, we got it under control. I guess it's a free 5 experience. We'll end the day. Overall, a pretty good day. I think we caught everyone. We pissed off Sand, which is sad. Didn't mean to do that. Uh-oh, what's happening to Jack? Stumbling.
In my new role as corrupt official, I had to give up some of my favorite habits. I couldn't turn off my phone when my head ached. Couldn't sleep till noon on Saturday and let the rest of HQ take up the slack. No more days off to go fishing. But my weekly visit to the old colony club was more like tradition. One night a week, I absorbed cigar smoke, the vague smell of alcohol, the stench of urine, all mixed with toxic levels of old drunken belches. Same picture it was 30 years ago. Tradition's gotta be honored. And to stay faithful to the tradition, you've got to respect the standard rituals. When you're about to roll out of the club, you need to take a deep breath and count to 100. If your stomach doesn't do a backflip, you should be good to make it home. This time I only got up to 60. I was interrupted.
Uh-oh.
Why? You look even better than you do on TV.
There's nothing more impolite than approaching people in the alley at the old colony. This is the most private place in the city. All who enter here dirty their shoes with the most elite stream of vomit in Freeburg. This asphalt has been blessed by judges, lawyers, artists, businessmen, and all our politicians. Takes a lot of balls to crash the party. My head was a drunken haze, but I knew who he was. A cartoon gangster suit straight out of Dick Tracy. Fancy voice, fruit cologne, sassy strut. That's how the newspapers described Vikas Varga, rising star in Freeburg's criminal underworld. He appeared out of nowhere, and with the support of the local punks, Varga broke all the old rules of organized crime. He killed those who could not be killed, traded what could not be traded, and robbed those who could not be robbed. In just a single month, this man had gathered an incredible amount of power. He's been called everything from a clown to a madman to a criminal genius, and more often than not, he's called a low-class upstart short on ideas. But if Vargas was one of the old crime bosses, he'd have been cut into pieces and fed to the river. Look past this guy's arrogance, and there's something about him. The city is still deciding what to do with him. Meanwhile, he's burning down the houses of old city mobsters. Not the best time to talk, Mr. Varga.
Well, you know my name. I'm flattered, although not very surprised, to be honest. I might be a little short on manners. Like they say in your fair city, with the right manners, you can go anywhere. Well, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here.
It's an
Even the
interesting
criminal
accent.
world needs manners, Mr. Varga. And one of them is this. Don't interfere with a drunken cop who's trying to take a shit and puke at the same time.
Oh, you exaggerate. But is Freeburg always so gentle with its officers? You've been a bit roughed up lately.
I see you already know Freeburg quite well, Mr. Varga.
Well, I love to learn and look around, but I do know that the inhabitants of this fair city should be friends, Jack. Maybe it's true I don't have the best manners. After all, it's only polite for friends to share their phone numbers.
Oh. Oh, that's
This
intimate.
city of yours moves so fast. I feel like I'm hooked on amphetamines all over again. You wake up in the morning full of ideas, and by nightfall, you've all had each other killed. So don't wait too long to call. I don't mind if you're drunk. It's all the more fun. I'll be stoned myself, most likely. Hell, I'm a little stoned right now. It's the only way to live in this place. I like your city, Jack. I'm here to stay.
If it weren't for the phone number written on my arm, I probably wouldn't have remembered the conversation in the morning. But there was no reason to worry. I'd be getting a reminder soon.
Cool. Looks like we got a new element added to our game. Orthodox priests bribed the mayor. That's cool. Oh yeah, I didn't realize. Maybe there's a political bend to each of these newspapers. But yeah, looks like there's not just one criminal organization in Freeburg. Makes sense for a city of this size. Also interesting that Jack knew so much about this guy in only 1 month, and that the police haven't been able to pin anything on him. Alright, let's go to work. Gotta get to work. Or not. Let's just sit around in our house. It's all good too. I feel you, Jack. Some days you just don't want to go into work. You just want to chill out.
My morning ritual
Your
was
dirty
plagued
house.
by the smell of Vikas Varga's fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vikas was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd opened my door to lots of threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never. You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Was it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah, it was here when I arrived.
Fine. So who are you?
Today, I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Fine.
Oh, it's Sans, man.
The morning seemed surreal, and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream, probably lying bloody and concussed in the alley behind the old Colony Club, my nose buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real, the sound of the engine was real, the dust was real enough too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles. I guess I'm just lucky.
Let's see what's inside. Besides loud clanking noises. That's a lot of skins. Perhaps too many skins. That is a huge painting, too. Also, he's not going to offer me a drink?
I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old Colony Club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Sometimes, I guess. But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the half-dozen animal skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Good one,
Love
Jack.
it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now I'm older. I've developed a new talent.
Well, what talent is that?
Patience.
Mm-hmm.
The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet. Professional hunters will tell you that the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack. But not like you, oh, Jack. You truly are the master.
Alright. Stop
I
jerking
don't
me off,
understand.
Sand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the $500,000. I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything. Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly, why you decided to just become the foliage. You turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster, Maurice Bell, when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over.
What a great age.
But my time has come at last. Tomorrow Vikas Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So, we're talking about Varga now.
Hey, as long as I
don't know
get
how he
paid.
thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from. He's a man not of our breed, wouldn't you say? But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket. What sense can be made of such a message?
Just
I guess
really,
it means whatever you want it to.
just really likes fruit.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you $500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so. If I went stalking my prey for so many years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack, and I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just think about our conversation. Think about it, and call me.
I mean, I wouldn't mind $500,000 cash right now. That sounds pretty legit. I would not be insulted by that at all. Not one bit. Not one bit.
Like I said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits. One of them, keeping away from things that don't concern me.
It's a good
Now
drawing.
I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
Oh boy. Dang, we already have to make another decision to help Varga or help Sand? I don't know, I feel like we've been pissing Sand off. So do we help the guy from out of town or some old mafia man? Huh. That's a pretty good question. You know what? We'll leave it here. We'll answer it next time. So until next time, everyone, please do remember to take care of yourself.